everybody. Welcome back to Local Beats, your one-stop shop for everything music. I'm your host, Aubrey Kerr.
And I'm your other host, Nate Day. Tonight we'll sit down with local rapper Wesoteric, and later I'll tell you my top 5 anti-love songs in honor of this month's holiday.
And love songs, Nate. Don't forget about love songs.
Aubrey, no matter how hard I tried, you could never let me forget those.
What can I say? I love love. But before we get into it, I'll catch everyone up on music news, or what I like to call a gossip segment where I talk about all of the crazy scandals musicians get themselves into. First up is Dua Lipa. This 22-year-old singer has been on everyone's tongue lately while climbing the charts. Lipa revealed the inspiration behind her song Hotter Than Hell to Rolling Stone, which came to her after a tough breakup. The song was good, but the chorus wasn't quite there. We were like, let's scrap it, and I was scrolling through Tumblr, and I see the words Hotter Than Hell in red on a black background. And I go, that's cool. What if he thought I was hotter than hell and I just didn't want him? Getting through a breakup is rough, I'll admit that. And I think Lipa proved again that a woman can get through anything with a good song and an even better mantra. We all miss Prince, but it seems like no one does more than Janelle Monae. The 32-year-old singer revealed to the list that her late mentor Prince had a huge influence on her third album, Dirty Computer, and hadn't even been featured on her last LP, The Electric Lady. Monae expressed that she misses being able to work and talk with Prince. She told the list, I wouldn't be as comfortable with who I am if it had not been for Prince. And boy, has it shown. Prince, along with Stevie Wonder, had been sent her debut LP, The Arc Android, before it was released in 2010. Both two artists she felt that she could talk to. Next up is Frank Ocean. He is suing his producer, Moss Keither, after he tried to obtain a co-writing credit for a number of songs on the singer's sought-after sophomore album, Blonde. According to the list, Keither claims to have co-written a lot of Frank Ocean's songs, 11 songs to be exact. Ocean said Keither had no part in writing the lyrics, melody, or music for any of his songs. I'm curious how this one will unravel. And that's all the news and gossip I have for you, Rams. We'll be right back after this short break with rapper Wesoteric.
Hey!
So, same time next week?
Well, of course. Put away a few bucks, feel like $1 million. For free tips to help you save, go to
Hey Rams, we're back. I'm Nate Day.
And I'm Aubrey Kerr.
And here today we're sitting down with my friend Wes. How's it going today?
Pretty good. It's going really good.
Yeah, so Wes, you're into rap, right? You're a rapper?
Yep.
Awesome. So tell us a little bit about yourself, how you got into the game.
Well, I mean, it started a little bit ago. I'm 26 now, and like about 10 years ago, I just started to recently get into hip-hop as far as an art, but I've just always been into all kinds of arts and just music, writing poetry, writing stories, songs occasionally here and there in class, whatever. That typical kid, you know, just like getting lost in whatever else I'm doing, basically.
Good for you, dude.
So
it's like
that's
movie
really
story.
where it all kind of just like started and came from. And it's been this ongoing thing that more so to a point getting older and just still kind of like dibbling and dabbling in those arts. The hip hop, it just kind of just happens.
Awesome.
It just happens.
Yeah,
it just comes out. So.
It's really cool.
And you go by Wesoteric. Can you tell me where that name comes from?
Well, it's actually funny. A really good friend of mine in Illinois, where I'm from, gave me the name.
Okay.
And his name is in it. His name is Eric. Eric's in the name. I got to just throw the W on there, keep my name kind of in it as well. I'm a pretty esoteric individual, I would kind of say, in that way, the way it's kind of defined. So, yeah, and content-wise, lyrically, I feel like it all ties together.
Yeah, absolutely.
You definitely would be able to see how it all kind of works, you know.
So who are some of your biggest musical influences?
Honestly, growing up, some of my earliest influences were just like some old school like grunge and like the Alice in Chains and weird like Nirvana and all these rock bands, all these little heavy metal here and there, whatever, alternative and stuff. And then more so recently, I started to get into hip hop.
Yeah.
And listen to a lot of old school. So that old school hip hop and a lot of rock like influences what got me so into music.
Yeah.
And what was the first like rap you ever wrote? Like what was it about?
The
Can
first.
you remember?
The first rap I ever wrote was probably, it probably wasn't the best. Definitely not my favorite at all. But it was probably just about the most random things I could think of, just all together, just kind of on this page.
Yeah, dude.
Really just like testing myself of just like, oh, like, can I do this? Like, oh, well, like what? You know, overthinking it basically.
Yeah, yeah. So as a rapper, I got to ask you, what's your opinion of Cardi B?
Ah, that's funny.
Yeah.
I have a weird opinion about it just because, I mean, I love so much of the new age music and what's going on right now. And then hip-hop is taking off in this super crazy direction. It's awesome. Everyone loves it. Yeah. And Cardi B's, she's really cool. But I feel like she's, you know, I don't know. I would listen to Nicki Minaj a little more over a Cardi B, at least myself.
Okay, fair enough.
Because she kind of seems like a remake.
Not to hate Cardi B.
Kind of seems like a remake
there,
of
you
Nicki.
know.
I'm pretty obsessed with Cardi, so you can probably go home now. So, what are you working on these days? Got an album or upcoming shows or anything?
Definitely no upcoming album right away. I'm working on a little mixtape. I've been writing some music in my spare time, slowly but surely. I get a little lazy. I get a little writer's block here and there.
Yeah, who doesn't?
Just busy life, whatever. I work a lot, so, you know, always just trying to balance my time and my things going on. It gets a little hectic. It gets a little hard sometimes, but I might have some cool little shows coming up here pretty soon.
Cool.
I won't say just where and when and all that yet, but
in Fort Collins?
Yeah, pretty soon. Yeah.
Mostly in Fort Collins, or do you
Fort Collins
elsewhere too?
Well, for the most part right now, it's just in Fort Collins.
Yeah.
I've done stuff in Chicago where I'm from.
Oh, nice.
But since I've been here, I've just performed in Fort Collins.
Awesome. Well, what brought you to Fort Collins from Chicago?
Almost like everything the state has to offer, basically. You know, the outdoors, the mountains, all of that, the trails. You know, I love to bike, I love to skate, be all active.
Sweet.
Get all out there and stuff. And it's just a little harder to do in my neighborhood, stuff like that, where I grew up. And just kind of wanting to get out and escape anyway, meet some new people, do some new things, work, make some money, you know. Yeah. And just keep doing my art, keep doing what I like to do. Yeah, and just rap and sing and draw, paint. You know, I like to dibble and dabble in it all.
So. Just every art, just art in general.
Yeah. It's freeing, you know, it's cool.
What about collaborations? You ever do collaborations?
Oh, since I've been here, I've collaborated slightly.
Okay.
Slightly.
Okay.
Well, Blue Grammar, popular bluegrass group here.
Oh, yeah.
Bluegrass band. When I first got down here, I did a show they had called Halloween.
Sweet.
And they had me just like fuse some hip hop real quick with some bluegrass. It was cool. Yeah. It was pretty sweet.
So what's your goal? I mean, do you want to make it big time, or is this kind of a hobby?
It's honestly, I have been treating it as a hobby. Yeah. I have been. Okay. And it's weird because the way it all started, it just like, I never ever wanted to like take it serious, like make a career out of it that. But so many people time and time again will just tell me like, oh, you should, like, you know, do it. Oh, you're good, like, blah, 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 you know, putting me on this show or like this performance or whatever. So I'm just like, all right, like, as long as it's still around, as long as I'm still liking it and doing it, I can get more serious about it.
Yeah. Awesome. Well,
so, that's kind of the plan.
If people want to check out your music, where can they find it?
For right now, just on SoundCloud, soundcloud.com/Wesoteric.
Sweet. So. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for sitting down with us. We really enjoyed having you here, and we're looking forward to the game.
Oh, yeah. I'm super excited. I'm ready.
Awesome. Stick around, Rams.
Listen, I realize that I'm not perfect, but it all really started to change because you judge me for having a problem. No one is going to know that I need help. I need help. I know that no one is going to judge me for having a problem. I realize that I'm not perfect, but it all really started to change because you listen.
Look at you. You're at the top of your game. You're unstoppable. Nothing can throw you off track. Wait, is that your car? Uh-oh. Yeah, I saw that coming. That will throw you off track. You're looking at around 10 grand in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. Let's try this again. Smart move. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
All right, Rams, welcome back. And we're going to play a little rap roulette with Wesoteric here. And I'm going to give you 3 topics. And you're going to just freestyle for about 30 seconds. And then Nate's going to give you some topics. So how about country music, Texas, and blue jeans.
Okay.
Whatever you
ready.
can do.
Yeah.
Sweet. Country music, I listen to it, never abuse it. I'm used to it. I hear it all the time. I even sometimes rhyme with it. It's cool. It's what I do. Dropped out of college, that's school. But still made new rules, new tools to use. Matter of fact, couple seconds to teach another lesson. It's deacon reverend, teaching or preaching something or nothing. So I go back to that music of that country where they are hungry, some in some luxury, living type of life. No struggle and strife. I got a mic.
All right, that's enough. Yeah, good job.
That was good.
All right, go ahead, Nate.
All right, let's try a couple more. Why don't we go with television, Colorado, and
Okay. All three.
Cardi B. Yeah.
Okay.
See if you can't get all
So
three in
wait, television, Cardi B.
there. Colorado.
Colorado.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay. Okay, now
Whenever
okay,
you're
I
ready.
got you now.
Yeah.
I see Cardi B on the TV out in that place that starts with C, Colorado, where I go. Matter of fact, I'm from Chicago, that cold wind blow, everybody know. And if they see me up on that TV, CSU, yo, I can bless you with these rhyme skills, please, lay low, how I do it, and I used to play that Halo, grow up used to it. Once again, this music, I just do it. Sometimes it comes out, and I just have to figure it out. And I come from the mind, from the dome, from the penny, you'll make it centennial. I go on and on like that Erykah Badu song.
Sweet, man. Thank you
Wow,
very much.
amazing.
That was so awesome.
All right, we're going to collab. What do you think we should his last one?
Okay, last one can be...
what about food? Some sort of food.
Ooh, yeah. How about pizza?
Pizza.
How about the TV show Friends? And let's see. Come on, you got
And abstract thinking.
Ooh, okay. That's going to be
Ooh.
tough.
Pizza, friends, and abstract thinking.
Yeah.
Whenever you're ready.
Sitting here thinking on a weekend, abstractly drinking, sinking deep into my couch, thinking about what I'm about to watch on this TV, on this screen. See, I turn to Friends, it never ends. The show plays over and over again. I know the theme song because it's kind of long. It's cool. I sing to it sometimes. That's how I was in school. Back in some days, used to have waves and J's, and now I got the fro. That's how I go. So, forgot the third topic, but can't stop it. Keep rocking it. It's all good.
Sweet, man.
Thank
Well,
you.
thank you so much for playing.
Thank you so much for
That was so
playing our game.
awesome. And we
Yeah,
look
for
forward to
sure.
hearing some music from you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Definitely.
Thanks.
Super fun. Thank you.
All right, stick around, Rams.
Thanks, Rams.
Listen, I realize that I'm not perfect, but it all really started to change because you judge me for having a problem. No one is going to know that I need help. I need help. I know that no one is going to judge me for having a problem. I realize that I'm not perfect, but it all really started to change because you listen.
I honestly think that was one of the best interviews that I've ever been a part of. Now, it's time for another lesson in music history. I know how much you love hearing about me talk about this nerdy stuff for minutes on end. First off, a very special shout out near and dear to my heart. My sister's birthday is Leap Day, so we're celebrating today. She played the flute for a few years in high school, so I think this is an appropriate place to wish her a very public and very happy birthday. Love you, sis. I also have another weird story to talk about. On this day in 1977, a fan jumped on stage during a Ray Charles concert and tried to strangle Charles with his own mic cord. The man was later revealed to be part of a group that advocated for underprivileged youth, and I don't quite know how those two things correlate. In 1986, George Michael announced that Wham would split up later that summer. I think it worked out pretty well for George Michael, considering we have no idea who the other guy in the band even was. The hashtag #MeToo movement is still relevant today, and it's important to remember past accusers as well. In 2008, Boy George pled not guilty to sexually assaulting 2 men. One of them also claimed to be falsely imprisoned by Boy George and chained to a wall. George pled not guilty. However, he was sentenced to 15 months in prison for his crimes. My co-host Aubrey will be happy to know that today we are celebrating country singer Jason Aldean's birthday, and my Leap Day sister shares a birthday with Ja Rule, who she and most of the students at this school are probably not old enough to remember, but he's worth a Google, my friends. Leap Day is also the anniversary of Buddy Holly's glasses being found in a police file in Iowa after being removed from his body. The glasses had been in storage for 21 years, meaning that they're celebrating a very special birthday today. It's also the anniversary of Elton John storming out of the Broadway show Aida, which he wrote the music for, after only 15 minutes. John claimed the show ruined his songs. I've never seen it, so you'll have to let me know what you think here. It's also another big anniversary for Elton John, because in 1968, he released his first single called I've Been Loving You. Unfortunately, the song never even charted, so it's safe to say that this is a pretty rough week for Sir Elton. Tomorrow is the anniversary of Nirvana playing their unexpected final concert ever, a month before Kurt Cobain's death. The show had an unexpected power outage, and allegedly Chris Novoselic said during the break, "We're on the way out, grunge is dead, Nirvana's over." It's eerie to think about how he may have actually predicted the end of his band. Speaking of final shows, Monday was the 23rd anniversary of Selena Quintanilla's final performance. She performed at the Houston Astrodome, which had been her dream since she was 15 and saw Michael Jackson perform there. This concert was where she wore the now iconic purple one-piece. She was another musical genius gone too soon. Yesterday was also Irving Berlin's birthday. Berlin was arguably the most important musical figure in history, influencing American musicians for years to come. Without Berlin and his Tin Pan Alley style, we never would have artists like Elton John or Selena. Okay, once again, we've come to the end of our lesson. I hope you're prepped for next week, because I will be back for Music History Monday. Up next is our monthly segment, Beats on the Street, where I had the chance to talk to several students along with Cam the Ram. Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. I'm Nate Day, your host of Local Beats, and here we are on the plaza for Beats on the Street. So today I'm going to be talking to people about Black History Month, Valentine's Day, and hopefully we don't get blown away in this wind. So let's get started. So this month is Black History Month. Who are some of the most influential Black artists in history?
Black artist? Does that include like music?
Yeah.
Okay, great. I am a big fan of Tupac Shakur. I think he really changed the music industry and like the rap industry, and really changed it for the rest of the world, and really created like a great space for people to express their feelings.
Hey Cam, how's it going? No?
Yeah, okay, hold his head really tight. He's been in...
In recent years, I'd say Kendrick Lamar has like definitely been influential.
Today we're talking about Black History Month. Do you know who the most influential Black musician is? Musician in history is? I think I heard Beyonce. Also, today's Valentine's Day.
Yes.
What's the best love song of all time?
The best love song of all time is Fool in the Rain by Led Zeppelin.
Ooh, good choice.
Ed Sheeran, Perfect.
Ooh, I like it.
This could sound really cheesy, but there's this song from like Up, like the movie soundtrack.
Yeah, dude, I know the song.
I don't know, it gets me every time.
It's a tearjerker
Oh, yeah,
for sure.
The best breakup song? Oh gosh, there's so many. Next time it's 3 a.m. I don't know who it's by though.
Okay, we'll look it up. We'll look it up.
Oh, that one Kelly Clarkson song?
Pretty much every other Kelly Clarkson song. Can I get your last name and year and major? Okay, pretty soft-spoken, but I think we got it.
After this short break, we'll get into one of my favorite things, love songs.
Okay, so we drowned the fire, stirred it, drowned it again, and now just feel if it's cold.
Yeah.
Cool.
Smokey just gave me a bear hug.
I know. I already posted it.
Valentine's Day happened 2 weeks ago, but I'm a hopeless romantic at heart. So here's a list of my top 5 love songs. Number 5 is Love Story, a classic Taylor Swift song back when she was my favorite genre. Number 4 is Chasing Cars by Snow Patrol, and yes, a part of me will always associate this song with Grey's Anatomy. Number 3 is I Could Fall in Love by Selena, which was released posthumously, an iconic song from an iconic artist. Number 2 is Only You by Yazoo. If John Hughes directed a movie of my life, I'd want this to be the song played when I meet my husband. And coming in at number 1, the simple but classic Stand By Me by Ben E. King. I dare anyone to listen to this song and not have their heart swoon just a little.
Man, one or two of those songs almost warmed my heart, but only almost. So here are my top 5 anti-love songs. Starting with number 5 is a song we've all probably screamed along to at some point, Gives You Hell by All American Rejects. Number 4 is What Goes Around Comes Around by Justin Timberlake. Funny enough, the video features Scarlett Johansson cheating on Justin when rumors were that Justin cheated on Cameron Diaz with Johansson. But hey, who am I to dig up a 10-year rumor? Number 3 is That's What You Get by Paramore, every little emo's breakup anthem. Number 2 is Before He Cheats by Carrie Underwood, because who hasn't imagined doing that to an ex's car? And number 1 is a personal favorite by a woman who in my eyes can do no wrong, Don't Hurt Yourself by Beyonce off her iconic Lemonade album.
Now, in honor of Black History Month, we've compiled a list of the top 5 incoming Black artists.
Number 5 is Steve Lacy. At only 18, he already has an impressive resume. He went from producing his own music, using his own instruments, GarageBand, and his iPhone to have production and writing credits with heavy hitters like Kendrick Lamar and J. Cole.
Number 4 is Cody Shane. After growing up in a musically inclined household, it's no wonder that by the age of 18, she's managed to have established artists like Lil Uzi Vert and Lil Yachty wanting to collaborate with her.
Number 3 is 19-year-old Raven Lane. Excuse me. She produced her first EP, Moon Shoes, when she was a senior in high school, and her current music is as infectious as it is mesmerizing. Her new single is very David Bowie.
Number 2 is Khalid, with his debut single being certified quadruple platinum Black in 2016. He shows no signs of slowing down. His most recent single, The Ways, was featured in the Marvel movie soundtrack for Black Panther.
And number 1 is a personal favorite, the Grammy-nominated R&B singer SZA. Her first album back in 2017 debuted at number 3 on the US Billboard Top 200. I'm excited to see what more she has in store and every artist we just listened to has to offer in the future.
Definitely. Stay tuned, Rams, so I can leave you with the concerts to look forward to this month.
They told me a bottle couldn't dream. That I would never become a superhero. But I learned how to fly. Just to come back in a new disguise and be the hero that I've always wanted to be.
Look at you. You're at the top of your game. You're unstoppable. Nothing can throw you off track. Wait, is that your car? Uh-oh. Yeah, I saw that coming. That will throw you off track. You're looking at around 10 grand in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. Let's try this again. Smart move. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
You are listening to 90.5 KCSU Fort Collins with DJ Mean Beef,
DJ Nightshade, DJ Wildcard. Music to me is one of the best creative outlets that I can think of. An escape from the real world.
Music to me is an expression of love.
To go from like folk to hip hop to like classic rock, 1960s bossa nova. With music, there's like no boundaries.
I work here because I love music, and you do too.
Welcome back, Rams. The night is almost over, but before we leave you, I'd like to tell you what to expect for the concert scene in March. This Friday, March 2nd, the Thought Knot will be performing at Scrumpy's Hard Cider Bar and Pub. On March 10th, Enlightened Artists will perform at Hodie's Half Note. Indie folk band Shell is performing March 24th at Washington's, and finishing the month off, High Up will perform at Surfside 7 on March 30th. If you missed any of those dates or want to see what else Fort Collins has to offer in March, you can find that information on our Facebook page. Thanks again for tuning in. I'm Aubrey Kerr, and I'll see you next time.